it's over. Do you need anything like I need you? freedom.
Come on! Woo! Come on, you depend, so you always will. If you arrest yourself again, I'll help you clean up the mess. Misdirection, you know I'm through with you. Your hoops are my obsession, always jumping through.
I'm so tangled, I'm so worthy. I'm just
Let's
lost
go.
in my reflection.
Pay attention, yeah. You never will. Let's go Monday night! Germany, let's go! I will overanalyze and fall victim. My venom lowers. Time to get to know myself. I'm still tangled.
I'm not worried.
Since I am caught up in this perfection, pay attention, yeah, you never will, 'cause you depend, so you always will. If you arrest yourself again, I'll help you clean up the mess. I wonder if you ever did, yeah. I wonder if you ever did like I did. I wonder if you ever did, yeah. I wonder if you ever did like I did. Suit Day is gonna be on Sundays. We didn't do this Sunday though because I have to do something about my ties. They've been like crumpled. I'm gonna need to iron some ties, bro. I'll get it by Sunday, I think. I just wanna be free. Yeah. Come on. Free, yeah, yeah, yeah. Na 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 na. Now I wanna be free. I wanna be free. Not me. Free, yeah, yeah, yeah. Woo. Freedom, yeah. Freedom, yeah! Free, yeah, yeah, yeah! Oh. Whoa! Oh, shit! Dude, I was fucking gargling a couple razor blades on that one. Let's go, dude! Dude, the Mariners win. We get some good videos made today, dude. Today's videos were actually really fun. We got some fun shit to talk about tonight, too. Oh, my God, dude. We have... Tonight's going to be fun. Dude, we're about to have Deutschland gas prices. Dude, speaking of gas prices, I had a tweet going viral today because of this idiot. Look at this shit, right? Dude, look at this. This is hilarious. You guys know Gunther Eagleman. We talked about him before, a.k.a. David Freeman from fucking Harker Heights, Texas. That weirdo cop dude, the banana eater, right? So look at this shit, dude. Oh, dude, Rockstar tastes so good at fucking 10:30 p.m., boss. I don't care what anybody says. Dude, drinking Rockstar at like, you know, near midnight is like the best, dude. All right? Oh, shit. But dude, look at this idiot. February 13th. Okay, this guy's like $1.50 gas coming soon. Oh, Trumpy. Oh, I just kidnapped Maduro. Oh, right? After they kidnapped Maduro, this jackhole thought $1.50 gas was coming. Dude, $1.50 gas coming soon. See, I couldn't quote tweet it because Gunther blocked me because David Freeman from Harker Heights, Texas, is a soy boy extraordinaire. You've seen him. I mean, if you look in here, there he is, dude. Dude, there he is. Oh, yeah, dude. He is from the Benny Johnson MAGA Club. Come on, David. Come on, David, get that banana. Yes, sir. He's got the long-handled spoon. What a princess he is. Oh, shit. Dude, I like the long-handled spoon. It's a nice touch, isn't it? It is, dude. Dude, with the little mouth wipe. Oh my God, bro. Dude, what a fucking clown this guy is. What a clown, bro. But anyway, so to get back to his thing, $1.50 gas, bro. I mean, and I just love it because, like, has anyone checked in on that? Anyone checked in on Gunther? These guys are such idiots. Okay, MAGA. I'm sorry, dude. MAGA are idiots. Like, you have to have no shame whatsoever because they literally just sit there and they are yapping, but they are always talking out their ass. Okay, they are talking out their ass. Now, I think maybe he meant, right? Maybe he meant 150 gas coming soon. As in 150 a barrel. Oh, dude, isn't that funny? Such clowns. Dude, clowns, bro. Now, what's crazy about this, though, guys, is how gas is never going to be $1.50 again. You know, for them to even act like it is, like, it's never going down that low again. Are you kidding me? Not a chance, dude. Dude, not a fucking chance. And what's more, after the shenanigans Trump is pulling over in Iran, like, it's never going back down, dude. Dude, he has probed around inside one too many bananas with one too many long-handled spoons, right? That's what happens. You probe around inside bananas, and eventually this is where you end up, right? Sorry, Mr. Freeman. Dude, somebody here showed us thing $113 for 19 gallons. Oh, shit, bro. Dude, look at their other stuff, though. Look at their other tweets. He said, no more wars, right? Cat Turd said, no more U.S. involvement in foreign wars. Look at Rob Schneider. This is back in July. No war with Iran. No war with Iran. No war with Iran. And now, dude, you see this? You see Rob Schneider, no war with Iran, right? You're seeing it. You know I'm not making this up. Well, that dumbass, I just made a video about this today, but that dumbass was calling for the draft, dude. This fucking clown, bro. Right? This fucking clown was like, where is he, dude? Where are you, clown? Right there, dude. We must again recommit ourselves. We must restore the military draft for our nation's young people. Right? This is the no war with Iran guy. Huh. That's a tune change. Somebody's changing the tune. Somebody played the Trump flute and now they're singing a different tune. Thank you, Rob Schneider, you fucking clown. There we go. No war with Iran, or let's have a draft for the young people. Dude, Rob Schneider. dude, these MAGA clowns, bro. I know he's like, of all of those guys in Adam Sandler's orbit, like he's the least talented. Okay, let's be honest. You know, he's not like a David Spade or any of those guys that, you know, a Dana Carvey, any of those guys that has real talent. He's, you know, I mean, you can do it, right? He had like one line in every Adam Sandler movie, right? He played basically a moron in every Adam Sandler movie, and now he's playing a moron in real life, dude, in the MAGA movement. Oh, shit, dude. Dude, Steve Buscemi can act, okay? Dude, now he's playing, there we go. There he is. There he is. That's from today's thumbnail, dude. Oh, shit. That's him now, dude. 0 laughs. Thank you, Rob Schneider. We appreciate you, fucknuts. Dude, Buscemi can act, bro. Dude, yeah, he's brutal. You got to watch. If you have not seen the video, you got to watch the video I made today. Because, guys, it's pretty bad. I mean, he was on stage at CPAC doing a concert for like 30 boomers, and nobody was laughing. Like, dude, it was the worst material. Like, you know, it was like racist Somali material, but not even well written, dude. Even the racists were rejecting him, right? Dude, even the racists were rejecting that shit. Dude, it's like he is sunk to a very, very low level, dude. Dude, homie is getting the hook, dude. He's getting the hook. Bully humor isn't funny. Yeah, I mean, you know, bully humor can be funny if you're like punching up, right? But yeah, bully humor, like punching down, not really funny. You know, if you want to bully like the Trump administration, you want to bully Kristi Noem, you want to bully, right? You want to bully some of these MAGA shitters, sure. If you punch up, bully humor can be fun. But dude, punching down, like, is just not the way. And what's more though is his shit was, yeah, not clever, is a great way of fucking, you know, saying it, right? Dude, not clever. I mean, when I was watching his act, I was like, did he even write this? Like, I don't know if he wrote something. It sounded like he was just standing up there winging it. It was so bad, though. It was so bad. But yeah, dude, he's cooked. He's cooked. The good news is in like 2 or 3 more years, like, I don't think we're going to hear anymore from him. You know what I'm saying? Like, guys, and believe me when I say this, okay? I don't know if you guys realize, but when you look at these people, like the Gunther Eagleman, 𝗙𝗍𝗍𝗏, whatever, even Laura Loomer, they only have power because of Trump, okay? Because Trump is like the king of the bullies, the Nepo baby bully extraordinaire, right? So once Trump is gone, dude, Marco Rubio cannot afford them that same power. Dude, JD Vance gets bullied by his fucking wife, bro. He is like, he gets bullied by a leather sectional boss. That guy has no bully power. So believe me when I say this, in a couple of years, guys, all of these like braggarts, all of these really, you know, James Woods, Laura Loomer, fucking Gunther Eagleman, Cat Turd, Libs of TikTok, fucking Nick Sortor, all of them are going to be rendered like powerless. They're all about to get neutered, dude. They are going to get neutered because they're no longer going to have like the king of bullies to set the tone for them, right? They are literally going to be so unmoored, guys, and they're not going to be able to rein it in. They have been riding on the backs of Trump's bully, right? I mean, think about it. Think about the pack mentality, right? How the bully comes out and then all of his little buddies are like, yeah, like, screw you, buddy. Nice shirt. Oh, you're quiet, piggy. And then they look at their bully buddy. But when the bully's gone, you're going to have a bunch of little people just sitting there going, oh, you're oppressing me. Right? Dude, they're fucked. They are fucked, bro. They are. They are all going to be just like whiny little bitches. Okay? Every single one of them, dude. Dude, I've seen this shit. I've seen this shit. I've seen it when the big mouth like disappears and loses power. All the little cronies are going to be looking around like humping each other's legs, dude. They are so screwed. Dude, it's going to be amazing, guys. I'm telling you, it is just going to be amazing. Dude. All right. Now, I must say, sidebar. All right. Let's table the fact that MAGA's getting shit on at the moment. Fuck you, MAGA! Oh, get shit on. All right. We're going to table that for a minute. Did you guys see that Mariners game? Oh, dude, what a nail biter, guys. I know I said I was going to get on early, but guys, when there are Mariners games, I may not be getting on early, okay? Just so you know, I am like really into the Mariners right now, so I don't know. I'm super inspired, so I don't know if I'm, you know, I don't know if I'm going to be on early during the Mariners game, unless it's a day game. Dude, it was a really good game, okay? They were playing the Yankees, which, by the way, guys, I have a Yankees hat up there, but I'm never wearing it again. You know why? Because of what they did with Charlie Kirk. Dude, the Yankees did a Charlie Kirk memorial. Give me a fucking break, dude. Dude, the Yankees did at their stadium. Bro, shut the fuck up, dude. Especially, dude, the Yankee Stadium's in the Bronx, bro. Dude, Charlie Kirk like shat on the Bronx and everybody in it. He was such a racist person. And so for the Yankees to do a moment of silence for him, they lost me, dude. So that the Mariners beat the Yankees, which was really amazing. It was. It was amazing. Amazing game. Dude, the Mariners outplayed him too. But all right, let's see. You got the Trump library. Dude, what do we have? The Trump library. Dude, what is this? This is supposed to be the Trump library. This fucking thing. They're putting it in Miami? Oh, Jesus. Jesus. Dude, you know what? It's a ripoff, dude. It looks just like the one in New York. Dude, it's a total ripoff. They're putting it in Miami? Bro. Dude. I wonder how long before like planes end up flying toward that thing. Dude, a library of what? Is it going to be filled with fucking Playboy magazines? Dude, Epstein Tower? Dude, it is. It's going to be the Trump Epstein Tower with, you know, an adult bookstore and, you know, a McDonald's. Yeah, all right. Whatevs. Not impressed. Thank you, Trumpy. Go fuck yourself. But, dude, yeah, no, the Mariners game was pretty amazing. Right? Pretty amazing, boss. What a game, dude. What a game. Walk off. Oh. Dude, in a weird deformed shape. I mean, that's about as Trumpy as it can be, right? You know what I'm saying? Right? That's about as Trumpy as can be, right? You got to have a weird deformed shape, okay? Oh, it's a video? All right. It's a video. We'll see the video. This is a whatever. What is this? An AI rendition of it? Right? Dude, nobody's going to this thing. Only MAGA shitheads are going to this thing. Oh, Lord. Oh, Lord. Dude, I honestly, I'm not sure it's going to happen, dude. I agree with that. I don't know if it'll happen. Dude, it's going to have like a girls fucking swim team, right? That's what it's going to happen, right? A middle school swim team. Dude, a middle school swim team, boss. Oh, shit. Right? 99-cent hamburgers. Dude, what the fuck? Yeah. The Library of Pedophilia. Dude. Dude, here's the Trump library, dude. It's a taboo video. Dude, a taboo video. Yeah, I don't know what that video was, dude. They had like the ballroom, right? They had like a window into the ballroom, right? This is the White House ballroom is now at the Trump library. Dude, fuck the Trump library. Fucking piece of shit. Okay, let's go. Pleasure paradise. All right. All right. Dude, fuck that shit. Fuck that guy. Dude, MAGA? Yeah, I don't... Dude, does MAGA go to Miami? Like, why would he put it in Miami? Dude, MAGA never go to Miami. Seriously. They don't go to Miami. Dude, MAGA will go to Orlando, right? But they ain't going to Miami, dude. Give me a fucking break. Dude, MAGA doesn't like anything that... Like, Miami is like a very ethnic city. It is very diverse. It has a bunch of women wearing G-strings. All the MAGA Christians, they'll like have to like pluck their eyes out if they go to Miami. I'm serious. They'd have to remove thine eyes. Mine eyes have been burned. I've seen a G-string. Yikes. Dude, seriously. Dude, DeSantis, I think DeSantis' wife is paying for it with the money she's been stealing from her charity, right? And the money she's been making on the street corner. Dude, so Miami, guys, can I just tell you? Miami now has a fucking Democratic mayor. The first Democrat mayor in like 30 years. In 2026, or 2025, sorry, it was an off year. But Miami elected a Democrat mayor in November. She's a woman. She's a super powerful Democrat woman and first Democratic mayor in Miami in a while. It's been a while, boss. Right? Thank you, Trumpy, for all the flips, all the seat flips. We only have you to thank, Trumpy. Zora Mamdani, thank you, Trumpy. We appreciate it. Dude, I don't think anyone's going to the Trump presidential library. But all right, so let's look at Cenk Uygur, shall we? Dude, Cenk Uygur has been Cenk Uyguring. All right. Oh my God. We have a couple things to look at. Okay. First off, okay. we have some Cenk Uygur, some Cenkisms to look at. All right, dude, Cenk Uygur, I mean, he's got to get in on the clout chasing, okay? He's got to get in on the clout chasing. Yeah, I don't care. Dude, Bradshaw, quit bringing me shit about fucking Trump in Florida, dude. Nobody fucking cares. All right, thank you. Yeah, fuck Trump, fuck Florida. All right, seriously. Dude, fuck that state. Dude, that state is garbage. I mean, that state's going to be in trouble in a couple of years too, dude. They are like way over leveraged. They have no income tax. They don't, they've been getting hit hard by hurricanes. They're having insurance issues. I mean, Florida is going to be in deep shit in another 5 years. But anyway, moving on. Let's talk about Cenk Uygur, okay? Let's talk about this clown. All right, dude. Well, because you know that Ana went in on AOC. Okay, we saw that. I made a video about it today, and that was a big thing. Ana with her little jab at AOC about sending money to Israel, because Ana is like, dude, Ana's on a freak. She's on a freak show where, Ana is a hammer and everything is an Israel nail, okay? That is like, Ana's current journey is like she is running around trying to start fights over Israel with everybody, okay? Everybody. Dude, Ana is going crazy, dude. She is. Now, she's leveling up, trying to go after AOC. Okay, she's taken a shot at AOC. I think she's just clout chasing at this point. It's pretty obvious that Ana is looking for some tangible relevance. Okay, I mean, they're so irrelevant. Like, think about this, guys. The last time, there's only 2 times in the last year that anyone has talked about Ana Kasparian. One was when she flipped out with Jillian Michaels, and Jillian Michaels walked off her take, and then the show crashed the minute Jillian Michaels left, to where that show doesn't even exist anymore. It's like such a horrible cesspool of nothingness. That's one. And then the other one was when Ana did the Happy Merchant, right? That was the only other time that I've seen people talking about Ana, was fighting over Israel with Jillian Michaels and blowing up her take, and then the Happy Merchant. So now Ana's going in on AOC and was accusing her of voting for military aid for Israel. But whatever, AOC punked her and moved on. Now, Cenk, though, he couldn't let it go, right? Because Cenk has to try and get in here too, right? He's like, wait, I smell a little clout. I smell $1 buried down there somewhere. Let me go take a look, right? He thinks he smells $1 at the bottom of the toilet. He's like Big Lebowski, dude. He's putting his head in. Dude, Cenk is putting his head in, dude. Oh my God. So look at what he did here, okay? So he writes this book. Look at this shit, okay? He writes a 4-paragraph screed to AOC, all right? And AOC slamming fucking, Ana Kasparian. Now, I do want to preface this with something, okay, guys? Because this is the same Cenk Uygur who attacks every person on the left, okay? In the last year, I have seen him attack, Sam Cedar, Emma Vigeland, Francesca multiple times, okay? I've seen him go at the Vanguard. I have seen him go at basically everyone on the left, okay? He's been critical. I don't know if I've seen him be critical of Hassan, but I've definitely seen him be critical. I think of Mike from PA. I'm pretty sure I've seen him even call out Kyle Kalinske. There is nobody on the left that Cenk Uygur has not had some snappy, like, you know, he's put a target on their back and then gone in and like given the left wingers shit. Okay. Now, particularly Sam Seder, he has been all over his ass, dude. Sam and Francesca. Okay. Now, that being said, with that understanding of the fact that Cenk Uygur spends a lot of his time attacking fucking everyone on the left. Everyone on the left. He attacks them. Look at what he writes to AOC, guys. This is a new Cenk Uygur. You're about to see Cenk Uygur turning over a new leaf. Oh, I'm a new Cenk Uygur. Oh, dude, the right wing's been good to me. Here we go. Watch this. Oh, yeah. Jordan Newell. Remember? Oh, my God, he went off on Jordan. He said Jordan was killing the Palestinians. Remember? Thank you. I forgot about that one. Thank you. All right, here's what he says, though, to AOC, guys. New Cenk Uygur. He says, this might be a stronger clapback than you've had against the war or your corrupt colleagues. But we don't need any more silly beefs like this. Oh, guys, hey. Dude, Cenk Uygur's ready to not have any more silly beefs, guys. Dude, Cenk is saying we don't need any beefs. Oh, Cenky, right? You voted in favor of Iron Dome a couple times. That's okay. Water under the bridge. You voted for IHRA definition of anti-Semitism, which is inexplicable and egregious. Of course, sending any kind of weapons to Israel is worse than the speech you blocked, but it's against all progressive beliefs to equate criticism of Israel with anti-Semitism. I know that stuff is really popular in Washington, but it's unacceptable to take our speech rights away like that. But everything in the past is erased the minute you start fighting. So please fight as hard as you can against this war, the insane Israeli aggression and the occupation. No, you're not fighting nearly hard enough right now. Yes, we would like you in the battlefield next to us. Dude, Cenk just thinks he's out there on a horse with like a flag, you know, just leading the charge, dude. Dude, Cenk thinks he is such a warrior. If you can't fight the establishment over this, what can you fight them over? Either you put your boots on and stand a post, or we're not interested in any sarcastic comments toward people who have been fighting against this war and Israel's control over this country in the trenches this whole time. All right, so there's Cenky's fucking response. But guys, isn't it funny to see Cenk talk about, like, we don't need any more silly beefs? I mean, that really stood out to me because Cenk has been like the captain of the beef generating machine for a long time, bro. And what's more, guys, you ready? Cenk Uygur, he is now out there saying, hey man, we need allies to fight against Israel and the occupation and all their Zionist shit. But like, dude, Emma Vigeland and Sam Seder are two of like the biggest like Israel occupation, you know, anti-genocide people I've seen. Okay. I don't think anyone goes harder than Emma Vigeland does on that particular subject, dude. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, Emma is like, seriously, she fucking lives for that shit. And dude, he hates her. Dude, he hates Emma. He would not share a table with Emma at a fucking restaurant, bro. You know what I mean? I mean, he's like everybody on the left who actually fights, you know, against Israel's occupation and shit. Dude, Cenk abhors all of them. He has like basically disavowed every single person that fights hardest for that shit. But he's in here telling AOC, you know, you forget the beefs. Like, we need you in the trenches. But like, yo, Cenky, why aren't you in the trenches with Sam and Emma and Francesca? You know, like, why aren't you there? right? Why aren't you, Janky? Now, I did get a little feisty, and I said you need to go back to trashing the Democrats, taking poly market money and acting like Project 2025 didn't exist in an election year, you stupid son of a bitch. Dude, I threw the Joe Biden line in there, right? From inflation. Oh, shit. I don't even know if he knows, but I threw a Bidenism in there just, you know, to keep it consistent because he can't do anything without Biden at all, right? And isn't that funny? Dude, I love it. I love that I threw a Biden in there. That was my little homage to these guys because they're so like anti-Biden and anti-Democrat during the election year. And now they're like, oh, let's squash our beefs. Dude, they're going to be beefing with the Democrats in 4 months, dude. They're going to be earning their like right-wing grift. You watch, mark my words. And in 2028, I will guarantee, I'm going to say it right now, guys. Go ahead and clip this. In 2028, I guarantee you that Cenk Uygur and Ana Kasparian will be anti whoever the Democratic nominee for president is. I guarantee you, Cenk and Ana will not support the primary winner in 2028. Okay? They will not support the primary winner. Right? They will not. Dude, seriously, fuck these guys, right? Yeah, no, we're going to look at the Dave Smith thing too. Dude, they're not going to, malarkey! Dude, you like that? I wonder if Cenk, though, I wonder, I don't think he's smart enough to know that I Bidened him. You think he knows? I mean, I don't even know if he'll read this, you know, but if he does, he probably won't realize that I next leveled him with the Biden malarkey. Dude, let's go. Dude, he was really like this person said too. I wish you and Ana would keep your trap shut. You gave us Donald Trump for president in 2024. Isn't that enough reason to stop running your mouths? And he's like, so we told you the Democrats needed a better candidate than Biden in order to beat Trump. Dude, they almost won with Kamala, but we didn't see you Kamala Harris supporting their Cenk Uygur, you dumbass. Dude. Right? I love how you never put Republicans in these positions, only Democrats. Dude. Oh, man. Dude. Oh, shit. Look at this. Remember this post, guys? A couple of weeks after the election. Do you guys remember this one? I've been trying to figure out why I'm more optimistic now than I was before the election, even though I was so against the guy who won. I know now. MAGA is not my mortal enemy, and neither is the extreme left. My mortal enemy is the establishment, and they have been defeated. He actually said that in November of fucking 2024. Dude, that the establishment has been defeated. Dude, what a fucking clown, bro. Like, dude, Cenk. Oh my God. Like, dude, even Paula. Hey! Sakata saka. Dude, even Paula is like, what the fuck? There's no way, guys. Unfucking believable, boss. Unbelievable. Oh. Dude, she was in the news today. Nice. We have a Paula clip. Why was she in the news? We have a Paula clip about her saying that people should tithe to Israel. Maybe we'll watch that one. She is crazy. Dude, Paula, why was she in the news? Is she making videos again? Did somebody out her OnlyFans? Oh my God. Dude, crazy. I love that, dude. Cenk, we're not interested in any sarcastic comments, right? And Ana says you should vote to send Israel more money for weapons. So yes, no sarcastic comments from AOC, but Ana, yeah, sarcastic comments. What do I think is wrong with them, really? I mean, guys, I'll be honest. You know, I mean, we know that they have like ego issues, but I really chalk Cenk and Ana up to there's a thing, guys, called the thermocline of trust. Have you ever heard what that is, guys? There's like a thing in influencing, or if you have a brand, that's called the thermocline of trust. Here, I'm going to do a sidebar here, and I'm going to tell you what's going on with Cenk and Ana. So the thermocline is a thing in the ocean, all right, where the ocean floor goes at a relatively shallow angle, and then when it hits the thermocline, it gets deep really, really quick. And there's a drop off, and there's an extreme change of water temperature, like right off the bat, where it just steeply drops. Okay? That's what a thermocline is. It's where the water temperature changes because the depth just increases like massively real quick. Now, in branding, as an influencer, whenever you're, you know, a public figure, whatever, you have a thing called the thermocline of trust, which means that people trust you, they believe in your brand, you can make a mistake, you can have a bad take, you can, you know, go against what you supposedly believe in a little bit here and a little bit there. But then when you hit it enough times, you breach the thermocline of trust, which means once you go over that thermocline of trust, where you've breached their trust one too many times, you just can't win it back. It's impossible to win it back. No amount of apologies, no amount of like whatever backtracking, or no matter how much you try to get back into the trustworthy column, once you go over that thermocline of trust where you've breached it one too many times, people are just done with you, okay? So what Cenk and Ana are is they've gone off that, okay? They have crossed the thermocline of trust in the progressive world, right? Where they've just gone too far. And so there's no amount of like sucking up to the left wing or trying to be a leftist is ever going to get them back in the trusted column of the progressive world or the left-wing world. And at the same time, though, guys, they can never be truly supported by MAGA, okay? Because MAGA hates them and will never let them like into their fold, no matter what they did. Like MAGA will only use them to come over and say the Democrats are bad, you guys are good, and MAGA will be like, thank you, and then MAGA will fucking, you know, ship them off. So they're in that place where they have nobody to win, okay? Like Ana and Cenk have nobody to win. So what they do is they just piss everybody off. Like the only way they can get attention now is some type of negative attention, okay? And so they know that they can never get back on the left. So they can attack the left, right? And then they know that they're never going to have a future with MAGA, but they know that as long as they play the game of like saying the Democrats are bad, MAGA will tolerate them. So they're in that gray area of like doing what they need to do to get tolerated by MAGA, thinking that they're like, you know, making inroads on a new audience and they're being individuals and shit, but they're just constantly acting out, okay? They're constantly acting out. I mean, if you see it now, the only time you see Cenk Uygur or Ana Kasparian getting attention is when they're like going over the top, telling somebody off, or Ana was doing, you know, the happy merchant, or now they're like saying shit about AOC. they're constantly being hypocrites. Okay, they are reversing, you know, their direction like every 6 hours. They're changing their direction, but they're in this weird area where they don't know how to get like an audience back. Okay, they don't know how to get an audience back. I think they have no fucking way. They're not building anything anymore. They're just treading water and looking for any virality that they can get. And trying to, I don't know, I would imagine they're trying to get somebody to give them money, right? They're just looking for corporate money and, you know, something to keep them afloat. I mean, I don't know how long TYT has left, guys. Okay, I don't understand how, like, TYT can't have very long left, right? 2 years, 3 years until that shit is just like, you know, at some point they're gonna be like living on loans, dude. Right? I mean, dude, there's no way. I mean, because what do they have, guys? They have TYT. And they have like Rebel. What's the one? They have the Rebel something. Isn't that there's one of theirs that is still like making money. Is it Rebel? Right? They have John's channel and they have fucking, dude, what's the Rebel one? Rebel HQ, right? Rebel HQ. And they have John. And then what do they have? That's it, right? Rashad. Right? So they have like 3 channels. TYT Sports. Is TYT Sports doing any good? Dude, they like, bro, they have very few things left, guys. Like, and they have a lot of overhead, I think. Right? They have a lot of overhead. TYT Sports is decent. Yeah, but I just don't know. I don't know if that alone is enough to keep their whole all that overhead going. Because I'm sure that Ana and Cenk are both overpaid. Okay. And they, you know, they have the overhead of like the studio and, you know, all of their fucking staff and shit. I just don't. I don't know, man. I don't really see them having more than 2 or 3 years left. And in fact, you ready for this? In fact, I think if the Dems win the presidency in 2028, which I'm pretty sure we're going to win the presidency, I think TYT will be bankrupt before that term, especially if it's Gavin Newsom. If Gavin Newsom wins the presidency, TYT will be bankrupt. Dude, you watch. You watch. I think Gavin Newsom would fucking bankrupt them, dude. I bet. Dude. Oh, shit. But we'll see. We'll see. I just, they definitely blew it up, man. You know? And yeah, you have Rashad Ritchie, JR. Is it JR or Jair? How do you pronounce his name? Is it Jair, Jai, or J? Is it Jair? Is it Jair? It's JR? JR. Okay, JR. Okay, JR. Got it. JR. So JR Jackson, Rashad, and John. Yeah, that's it. Dude, yeah. Let's go, baby. Let's go. Yeah, I don't really see them having very long left, guys. They gotta be like, you know, crashing out, you know. But good, dude. I honestly, guys, I think TYT should just go away. I really do. I think it should just go away. Like, they should sell it and it should get absorbed. Because I feel like its time is over. You know what I'm saying? Like, its time is over. I mean, they were like the undisputed, like, heavyweight champions of progressives like 10 years ago, 15 years ago. But they're never getting back there. They are never getting back there, boss. Not a chance. Like they're done. All right, let's watch the clip of him talking about Dave Smith. All right. Now, guys, Dave Smith is a fucking right winger. All right. And we've seen him on Piers Morgan. Okay. Now, I don't think Dave Smith is like the worst right winger on the planet, but he's not anybody that I would be like running up the flagpole and like, you know what I'm saying? I mean, dude, he's definitely one of those Rogan clowns. And if you put Dave Smith next to, Stephen Miller's wife, he looks relatively sane, right? Right? But dude, he is definitely not an American hero, okay? And I don't even think he's a hero. I don't even necessarily think he's like somebody who should be celebrating, the only time I've even noticed him not being a clown is when you put him up next to the most extreme people out there. Like if you put Dave Smith next to Katie Miller, he seems relatively tame. You put Dave Smith next to Nick Fuentes, and he seems like, oh yeah, he's better than Nick Fuentes. But like, bro, you put Dave Smith next to anyone who's remotely even, you know what I mean? Like Dave Smith versus Hakeem Jeffries, he makes Hakeem Jeffries look like a fucking leftist, bro. Right? Who's Dave Smith? He's this guy. He's a Rogan comedian friend, right? Who you always see on Piers Morgan, right? You always see him on, right? He's always on Piers Morgan, right? He's always a Piers Morgan panelist. And he's like, we've seen him, let's see, he was on the one with Katie Miller and, right? Remember when it was Piers Morgan was it Riley Gaines? I think he was on with Riley Gaines, wasn't he? Dude, we just saw him recently. No, was it Katie Miller? Dude, Dave Smith. It was this one. No, where was he? I swear we saw him with fucking Katie Miller. I think we just saw him recently, dude. Oh, was it Riley? It was Riley and Brian Tyler Cohen. Okay. Dude, that's what it was. I know we just saw him recently. Right? So, yeah. Was that it? Where is it? Yeah, here it is. It was this one. Yes, it was this one, right? Okay. No, he wasn't on that one, though. No, he wasn't on that one. He was on... Dude, he was on the one with Katie Miller, right? Oh, no, it was Kyle. Remember, it was Kyle and Michael Knowles. That's where we saw him. I knew we saw him recently. No, it was this one. It was him with Kyle when Kyle was like fucking telling Michael Knowles about the ball fondling. Remember? There he is. Yeah, when Kyle was like, dude, you're fondling his balls. Dude, oh shit, bro. Dude, what is up with this guy? Can I just tell you? Like, dude, Michael Knowles, Like, I think Michael Knowles is probably doing some crazy, like, I think he has children in his basement or some shit. Dude, Michael Knowles, I'm serious, dude. There is something very wrong with Michael Knowles. Like, I think he's like kidnapping children or some shit. He is really, lately, he has seemed like brainwashed. Like Trump, everything Trump, Trump, what can I do? Trump is Jesus. Don't put Trump on the cross, right? Dude, a windowless van, yes. Oh shit, but there he is. Oh, I knew we saw him. I knew we saw him recently, right? I think he did a Katie Miller one though too, pretty recently. But all right, so that's Dave Smith though, okay? This guy is not an American hero, not at all, okay? This guy is definitely a right-wing clown, all right? And again though, if you put him next to somebody like Katie Miller or somebody like Riley Gaines, he seems somewhat sane. But dude, Cenk is now trying to like elevate this guy to icon status. Okay, let's hear Cenk out here. All right, Cenky, come on, buddy, bring it home.
Two things. Dave Smith is becoming an American hero. The way that he's educating so many of the other podcasters on what's going on and opening their eyes to it is amazing, and I really appreciate him. So they're going to say some things that you couldn't have imagined broadcasters saying just 3 years ago here in America. And then as you watch it, I want you to celebrate the death of mainstream media at every stage of the way, because the liars and propagandists who run mainstream media would have never allowed this conversation on there. In fact, to this day, they will not allow a conversation like this on their air. So yes, let's show it to them.
All right. So, dude, do we have the conversation? I want to see it because you know it has something to do with Israel, okay? You know, if it's Cenk Uygur, I guarantee you whatever that conversation was is going to be Israel. But, like, dude, have you noticed? I don't know if you've noticed, anytime I see Cenk's 2 cents, every time I see the worst take in politics out there, okay, every time I see the worst takes out there, it's always on this Cenk's 2 cents thing, okay? When he gives his little 2 cents, it is always worth like 2 cents. And nothing more, nothing less. Like the takes he pulls out are so bad, okay? Dude, I would love to see the clip, but let's look at Dave Smith, okay? I mean, this guy he's definitely not an American hero, okay? Dude, what do we have, dude? Oh, he's calling the U.S. a terrorist organization.
Don't run from the
Hold
comment.
on,
Let's go, wrap it up.
United States of America is arguably the worst terrorist organization in the world.
Oh, see, Cenk likes that, dude. Oh, Cenk likes that. That shit is like, right? Dude, he is.
Even though Donald Trump has shattered his coalition by lying us into this stupid war on behalf of a foreign country, that coalition is still ripe for someone else to pick it up and run with it. And that's kind of what I'm hoping. I hope Thomas Massie runs for president. I think, by the way, they're doing...
Dude, he hopes Thomas Massie runs for president. Dude, that's wild. Ana made a video response. All right, dude, let's watch Ana's video response. Okay, we got to fucking check Ana's video response out. Hold on. Oh, shit, baby. Dude, he's a big fan of Thomas Massie now. You got to love it.
This video, by the way.
Oh, my God, dude. A 23-minute video? Oh, shit, dude. Dude, Cenk is Shrek. Oh, my God, dude. Dude. You like 𝗙𝗎𝗍? I mean, you know, guys, I have nothing against Thomas 𝗙𝗎𝗍 as a person, but I don't want him as a fucking president, though. I mean, I like what he's done with Epstein. You know, I'd work with him, but dude, I don't want him as a president. Fetterman is Shrek. Dude, Fetterman is like, I don't know what Fetterman's doing. Dude, Ana, though, look at this. How does she have a 24-minute video on this, guys? Wow. Dude, and it's all just her talking. Okay, all right. Yeah, dude, fuck Thomas 𝗙𝗎𝗍. Oh, the Green Party? Shut the fuck up. The Green Party. You kidding me? Yeah, so you have no allies in Congress? That would be great. Yeah, vote for the Green Party. Dude, who even is the Green Party? Is that like some of your buddies that are smoking weed every night? All right. Dude, the Green Party? Oh, shit. The Green Party. Oh, Lord have mercy. I'm into it, dude. I'm into it. Right? Dude, Jill Stein. Dude, Jill Stein is like, dude, she is an idiot. Dude, Jill Stein, she's a grifter extraordinaire. All right, let's see what Ana says here.
This video, by the way, will lose a few subscribers. Don't care. Don't care. The truth is the truth.
Dude, here it is. Dude, there it is, though, guys. That's that thermocline of trust I was talking about, where she's like, oh, this video, I'm going to lose subscribers. Don't care. Don't care. I'm going to just do some shit that everybody hates because I know I can't get back. So now I'm going to create some chaos. Dude, she is bottoming out, dude. All right, let's watch this. I have a feeling this is going to be like a car crash. Here we go.
This video, by the way, will lose a few subscribers. Don't care. Don't care.
That music.
The truth is the truth. And there just aren't enough people who are willing to tell the truth, even though it might come at a cost. And we need that right now.
Dude, it's
over the weekend, AOC,
so intense.
Representative Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez responded to a post of mine on X. Now, I was responding to a post of hers, did not expect a response from her. She doesn't like to really converse with progressives or people on the left as much as you would think, unless they're 100% friendly and will give her softball interviews. In that case, she'll be friendly with you. But if you're going to challenge her, she hates you. And
dude, Ana, I hate to break it to you, but nobody thinks you're on the left anymore. You know, thank you. Like, where are you even on the scale of left and right? Like, where's Ana? And speaking of Ana, you know, dude, can I just? She said, oh, she won't connect with you. Wait a second. Hold on, Ana. Right? You're all like, oh, wait a sec. Oh, yeah, you block everybody that gets into it with you. Oh, but AOC doesn't like to, you know, got it only softballers. Dude, what a clown she is.
So I did not expect her to respond to anything. Now, let me give you her original post, my response, and then how she responded. She wrote, today, the FBI and NYPD disrupted a plot by a member of a pro-Israel terrorist organization to assassinate Nordine Kiswani. This is a reprehensible act of political violence. There is no place for it in our city nor our country. I am thankful Ms. Kiswani is safe and the assailant is under arrest. So I responded, and admittedly, in a kind of bitchy way, you should vote to send Israel more money for weapons, with a winky face. Obviously, I'm being sarcastic there. And what drove that response is basically the fact that I'm sick of AOC being incredibly weak on things that she shouldn't be weak on, especially at a time when overwhelmingly Democratic voters are against what Israel is doing, are against unconditional support toward Israel. And that includes, by the way, funding military aid for Israel, whether it's offensive weapons or defensive weapons, because guess what? Money is fungible. And I think that and
Ooh,
I mean, I don't
fungible.
think, I know based on now multiple organizations, including organizations within Israel, that Israel carried out a genocide in Gaza. That continues, by the way. They're trying to do the same thing in southern Lebanon. They already noted that they're going to annex southern Lebanon, just take the land.
Yeah, so Ana, I'm gonna pause you for 1 second there. Fungible Ana. So knowing that the genocide continues and they're taking the West Bank and they're taking Lebanon and they're doing all that, do you kind of wish that you were more supportive of Kamala Harris and more supportive of the Democrats back in 2024? Do you kind of wish maybe you had called Trump out? You didn't like try to whitewash his fascism. You didn't say Project 2025. Oh, it doesn't exist. Right? You fucking idiot. Right? I mean, isn't this wild? Dude, she is so like clueless, right? She is so far gone, dude. It's like, oh my God, it's so like everything that's happening now. And like, oh, I probably should have like not been so like negative towards everybody that was running against Trump, right? Oh shit. Because dude, she was like anti everything in 2024. I made many videos trying to like undo the damage that her and Cenk were causing. Like, seriously. No, dude, they were Polymarket fucking studios during the election. Like, give me a fucking break, dude.
They displaced 1.2 million Lebanese people. They won't be able to return to their homes.
Yeah, no shit.
So they're committing these atrocities and war crimes. Why would you want to give them any money for anything? I don't want to fund their Iron Dome. The fact that they have that defensive capability emboldens the Israelis to carry out more war crimes without any fear of consequences, blowback, repercussions. Not a good thing. But nonetheless, she did respond to me, and she demonstrated that she does have some Trump-like responses to members of the media who dare challenge her. So she wrote,
oh my God, dude. She compared AOC to Trump. Dude, that's funny, bro. Like, dude, a Trump-like response. Now, dude, like, Ana, what the fuck are you doing, bro? Oh my God. Dude, Ana is like sucking the Trump D, bro. She is polishing the Trump D. She is like polishing up that 2-inch. She's got a little 2-inch rag. She's like, it's like, oh, thank you, Ana. Oh, Ana did so good. Dude.
I never have. Feel free to continue lying publicly, though. Those checks don't cash themselves, and you aren't talented enough to be relevant with the truth. I don't know what that last line means at all.
Dude.
You aren't talented enough to be relevant with the truth.
Dude, you don't know what that line means? I'll tell you, Ana. It means that you can't just tell the truth and be relevant. Like, you have to lie and stir up fake shit. You have to stir up fake controversy, right? Like chasing your neighbors down the road, or accusing AOC of voting for shit she didn't vote for, or making some other crazy position. You just have to be bullshitting in order to fucking like get a paycheck, right? You would go on all the right-wing shows with all the liars and the grifters, and you go and you do the howdy doody dance with them. Oh, Democrats are bad. Oh, you guys are so much better, right? Because you can't simply tell the truth and be relevant because nobody wants to hear your shit anymore, right? Because you're a fucking clown.
So I guess she's asserting that I lied about her voting record, which if I found that I was wrong, that I was mistaken, for instance, because why would I lie about someone's voting record? Everyone can check your voting record, homegirl, everyone. So if I'm making a mistake, that's
homegirl.
embarrassing, and I want to correct that mistake, but I didn't make a mistake.
Homegirl?
She lied. So let's get to the details here. In 2021.
Dude, homegirl. I mean, guys, it's kind of funny, like seeing Ana try to be street. Have you noticed that? Like sometimes Ana tries to be like street, even though she's dressed like a doily, right? She's dressed like something in your grandma's fucking, you know, whatever, your grandma's fucking hutch, right? I mean, look at her. What is she wearing, dude? She's wearing like a 1970s tablecloth that's been made into a dress. She's like, yo, homegirl. I mean, dude, but is she doing it because AOC is Latina? Is that why she's doing it? Homegirl? I mean, Ana, does she ever call anybody homegirl? Right? Or is she doing it because she's Latina? She's totally like, is she gonna call her a thug? Is that coming up next? I think it, right? I think it might be that she's doing a little bit of that fucking racist MAGA shit, dude. Oh shit.
And this was actually a smaller offense, although it was a devastating sign of weakness. Back in 2021, when Israel had a sweet economic surplus and we were drowning in $28.4 trillion in debt, the House Republicans specifically, had proposed sending Israel an additional $1 billion for their Iron Dome system. And that was on top of the $3.8 billion we already send them every year. Why would we send them more money when A, they have an economic surplus? How about you pay for your own damn weapons and defense capabilities? We're in debt, they have a surplus. And they have the freaking audacity to ask us for an additional $1 billion, okay? So originally, AOC was on the right side. She's gonna vote no. And then, and you see it on video, by the way, Nancy Pelosi, mama bear. She has a conversation with AOC and pressures her to change her vote. And guess what? AOC changed her vote from no to present, effectively making her useless, totally useless. And then she cried about it. Here's Breaking Point's reporting on it at the time.
Can I just pause here before we watch Crystal Ball talk about this? Guys, the event that Ana is talking about was 5 years ago, okay? Just for context, this one event that Ana is talking about happened in like September of 2021, 5 years ago. So this isn't a vote that happened last month or last year or 2 years ago or 3 years ago. Ana is talking about AOC changing her vote from no to present 5 years ago, okay? I mean, which is wild. Because it's like, dude, what the fuck? Why are we talking about something that happened 5 years ago right now? You know what I'm saying? I mean, that's really digging. You know, I think I could probably go into anybody's past 5 years ago and find something to like call them out about. But this is not something that happened recently, guys. Okay, this is before the genocide. This was before, right? There still had been Israeli occupation, no doubt. But this was before Gaza even that Ana's talking about. This is 2 years before Gaza, okay? It is like wow, right? And what's more, guys, I don't recall Ana like living and breathing about this in 2021 either. If I remember right, in 2021, Ana was like saying defund the police, right? Oh, let's go back to 2021, Ana. When right? You were saying defund the police, and you were like defending transgender people. There was so much going on in 2021, Ana. Like, wow, you want to talk about 2021? Let's talk about 2021. Dude, Jesus.
Progressives plus Thomas Massie, a Republican, they voted against, even on the floor in the full vote, they voted against funding Israel's Iron Dome missile defense system. AOC originally voted against it, and then at the last minute changed her vote to vote present. And this is the scene that unfolded on the House floor. For those of you who are listening, what's going to happen here? She walks out. She's clearly upset. She's wiping her eyes, and she later on confirms that she was in fact tearful and weeping on the floor of the House. Let's take a look at that.
Designated by Mr. Lawson of Florida, pursuant to House Resolution 8, I inform the House that Mr. Lawson will vote nay on House Resolution 483 amendments. He votes nay.
For what purpose?
Yeah, so
she's wiping her eyes. She's being, I think that's Barbara Lee who's consoling her. She's clearly.
But I mean, like, would AOC's vote have changed anything? Right? She switched from no to present, but it's not like they're like, if AOC had voted no, this thing wouldn't have passed. You know what I'm saying? I mean, dude, again, 5 years ago, though.
Very visibly upset, and we're all going like, what the hell is going on here?
No one can force you to change your vote. You changed your vote because you got a little bit of pressure and you didn't like the pressure. You want to get along with your Democratic colleagues, so you changed your vote. Effectively making your vote useless because you voted present. So look, the reason why I'm so tough on AOC is because of the whole reason why she was elected in the first place.
Let's see what that vote was. AOC, let's see what that 2021 vote on money for Iron Dome. All right. So in September 23rd, overwhelmingly passed it. 420 to 9, bro. Dude. So 8 Democrats, okay? 8 Democrats and 1 Republican, and then 2 voted present. So the bill passed 420 to 9. So there was like nothing AOC did was like, bro, Ana, give me a fucking break, dude. Dude, like, talk about petty and talk about stupid. This is stupid, okay? The bill passed 420 to 9, and you're mad that it wasn't 419 to 10 or whatever, right? Or 420 to 10 because AOC voted present. Like, give me a fucking break. Maybe AOC voted present because she just wanted it to be 420. Dude, maybe she had a toque. I mean, oh my God. Dude, so stupid. Like, this is like the stupidest beef. Right? Ana is such a clown, dude. Oh my God. It's kind of heartbreaking, really. It is heartbreaking to watch Ana be so stupid. And like, Ana has become so petty and so irrelevant and so like incapable of generating any type of like legitimate notoriety that she's got to go digging into a bag of 5 years ago for the most ridiculous shit possible to be upset about. And dude, this shit ain't even getting a lot of views, man. This shit is like 3,000 views. Like, it's barely outperforming my videos. Oh my God.
The whole reason why she challenged a Democratic incumbent, a corporate Democrat, the idea was to transform the Democratic Party. No more, oh, we got to pick the lesser of two evils. We want a party that represents us. And in order to do that, you need, challengers to the current incumbents who have been captured by moneyed interests. Now, AOC is not captured by moneyed interests, as far as I can tell. She hasn't taken AIPAC money. She she just wants to go along to get along, I guess. I don't know, but that is the opposite of what you got elected to do. I love your fiery speeches, they're great. They don't do anything though. When push comes to shove and you have an opportunity to show us that you're gonna do something with your vote in the very least, to cave to the likes of freaking Nancy Pelosi shows a devastating level of weakness. So that was a big red flag. And embarrassing, to be quite honest with you.
Dude.
Okay.
A big red flag 5 years ago, guys. 5 years ago. Oh, shit. Dude, am I acting like AOC didn't vote president? No, AOC did vote president. I just don't think it fucking matters. The vote was 420 to 9, and AOC, for whatever reason, right, it made some deal with the power people in the Democratic Party to vote present instead of no on an inconsequential thing that wasn't going to pass. Sometimes you make moves like that, okay? That's just what politics is. If your vote doesn't fucking matter and you can get a hand on a lever of power through doing something for some of those people, like, why not? You know what I mean? I don't think AOC would have done it if her vote was going to be the deciding vote. You know what I'm saying? I just think AOC, much like Zoran Mamdani, they know that sometimes you got to play politics, man. Zoran played the politics when he was running for mayor, dude. He commiserated with everyone. He didn't take any group in New York and be like, fuck you. He went to everyone because he's smart. He knows how to build a winning coalition. Dude, AOC's the same way, okay? You don't burn bridges right? There's no sense in burning bridges on something inconsequential. You know what I mean? And you know what I'm saying? And so, like, I think Ana here, who, like, has no integrity, okay? Ana has zero fucking integrity. Like, literally, guys, a year ago, Ana was on Glenn Beck saying, oh, the Democrats are bad, they're terrible, they're losers. You MAGA people are so much more open and so much more like evolved than the Democrats. And Ana wants to talk to us about integrity? Give me a fucking break, dude. Dude, Ana would suck a MAGA golf ball through 50 feet of garden hose for $10. Okay? Ana would disavow everything she ever believed in for a $50 money order, dude, in like 2 seconds. Okay? So her talking about integrity is like, you know, please. Please. Give me a fucking break, dude. Oh my God. All right.
She didn't vote yes in sending weapons to Israel or funding weapons to Israel in that case. But she caved to pressure and voted present, okay? And then last year, and this is what really frustrated me, she voted against then Congresswoman Marjorie Taylor Greene's amendment to cut military aid to Israel. Now again, it was, but it was defensive military aid. I don't care. Again, money is fungible, and if you call Israel an apartheid state, which she has in the past, why would you give any support to an apartheid state? Now, look, I used to be wrong on this issue.
See, on this, I think, like, I mean, I don't know the story of that amendment, but I know that, like, opposing Marjorie Taylor Greene's amendment is like, I understand why somebody on the left would do that, right? Even if it's something you might agree with, opposing MTG or any of the MAGA amendments is something I could understand. That move being made, like, we're not going to support anything these people do, but whatever, you know, I mean, I have no idea why AOC did that, but if AOC simply didn't want to support something coming from MTG, that makes sense to me.
Myself, because I was just wrong. And I'm happy to admit I was wrong. There was a point in time where I was totally okay with funding defensive capabilities. No more, because I realized when you do that, when they have these superior defensive capabilities and they can carry out atrocities, genocide without any fear of blowback.
Dude, all right. Dude, is there anything else? What is she going on and on about? All right. I mean, I feel like I've seen enough of Ana.
So let's take a look at this video, because here's Marjorie Taylor Greene explaining what her amendment would have done.
The American people are $37 trillion in debt. So this is money that is being spent.
See, here's the deal. I'm not going to hold any leftists like in bad esteem for not voting along with Marjorie Taylor Greene. Okay? I'm serious. You know what I'm saying? Dude, again, this is a year ago. And like, dude, not everybody likes Marjorie Taylor Greene. I know Ana and Cenk are like, oh, they're in love with Marjorie Taylor Greene. But like, fuck Marjorie Taylor Greene. Okay? Screw Marjorie Taylor Greene. You know what I'm saying? I mean, give me a fucking break, dude. I'm not going to get mad at anybody on my side who votes no on every single thing Marjorie Taylor Greene does. Dude, MTG is fucking despicable. Even if she's agreeing with us, she can go kick rocks. I'm serious. Dude, Shin Godzilla Dance Party LFG, let's go. Dude, I will set it up. I'm serious, dude. MTG can kick rocks. Okay, she can. She's a bullshit artist. All right, she is like, now she's all like, oh, now she's all anti-Trump. Now that he has no clout and his shit is over and the ship is sinking, now Marjorie Taylor Greene wants to be sensible. But it's like, screw you. You helped empower that guy. Like the whole time, dude. MTG kept empowered Trump and the J6ers and Nick Fuentes and all of those people her whole career. And now that Trump is like out of steam, now that Trump is like out of ammunition and he's fading, now Marjorie's like, oh yeah, now I'm going to go against him. You're only going against him because he's weak. You know what I'm saying? You are only going against him because he's weak. Hold on. We have a troll here. All right. I think we have a troll in our ranks. We do. I think we have a troll in our ranks. We're gonna get rid of that person later. Let's go. But dude, they're fucking right. Dude, MTG is like too little too late. Oh, yeah, hey troll. Screw you, buddy. Yeah, I knew you. I can smell Trump's fucking anal secretions from miles away, boss. Let's go. The no trolls, dude. Later. Oh. Dude, what is that? Is that Marjorie Taylor Greene's breath or no, that's my diaper. Oh, quit being mean. Don't quit being a bully. Dude, oh shit. No, it was the comment when somebody said, you guys are really united. It's like, dude, Ana Kasparian's not us guys anymore. She's not a leftist. She's a fucking idiot. Nobody's aligning with her. Dude, she is now a right-wing plant. Dude, yeah, you can't, you're not getting anything by here. Come on, man. All right, you ready? Let's go. Dude, fuck Marjorie Taylor Greene. I'm not watching her little speech. All right, what's Ana's? Does she say anything else here? Let's see.
And, this impressive. You aren't talented enough to be relevant.
Oh, shit.
It was completely avoidable. It was completely avoidable. I agree.
All right, here we go.
Defended herself. Lawmaker reels iron passed to provide
hit the like button on your way out.
And then in this case, she voted against a bill that would cut the
Dance Party LFG. Let's go, Ella! Let's go.
The funding to the tune of $500 million. Later at the Munich Security Conference that happened this year, she told Haaretz, quote, I think that personally the idea of completely unconditional aid, no matter what one does not make sense. I think it enabled a genocide in Gaza. And I think that we have thousands of women and children dead. That was completely avoidable. It was completely avoidable, I agree. So wait, well, why did you vote no on the amendment again?
Dude, she voted no because Marjorie Taylor Greene fucking added it.
On an amendment that cuts military 8 months prior to her vote.
She voted no because it came from Marjorie Taylor Greene. Because unlike you, Ana, she's not going to vote with Marjorie Taylor Greene. She's not going to vote with Tucker Carlson. Okay, dude, I want Tucker Carlson to run for president. I do. You know why, guys? Because I want Ana and Cenk I want their hand to get forced, guys. Right? That's what I want. Because you know that if Tucker runs for president, Ana and Cenk they're gonna have to support him. They're going to have to. Like, I want to force their hand. I want him to vote. I want him to run just to force their hand. They're gonna have to come out of the closet, dude. Dude, I mean, he's not gonna win, but oh my God, right? Dude. Oh.
On Marjorie Taylor Greene's amendment, this is on November 20th, 2024. She voted in favor of House Resolution 1449, which endorsed the IHRA definition of anti-Semitism, meaning that Congresswoman Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez supports the idea that criticism of Israel is the equivalent of anti-Semitism. So the framing over this entire incident was really interesting. Over at Mediaite.
See, by the way, guys, we should note that, like, I know Anna's now 13 minutes into her 23-minute video. What's crazy about this is Anna's comment to AOC that set this whole thing off was Ana saying, why don't you just give them more money for weapons? So the actual accusation from Ana was that AOC gave Israel extra money for weapons or extra weapons, which AOC has never done. Now Anna's reaching into the 5 years ago, you voted present, you didn't vote with Marjorie Taylor Greene. There's this whole other anti-Semitism thing. But no, Ana, AOC never gave Israel weapons. She never voted for a weapons bill ever in her entire career. And that's what you said she did. So yeah, you were lying when you got in her replies. You were lying and being a troll and being a clown, a clout chasing sniffer, desperately out there like looking for some ammunition. Now you're making a 23-minute video that you could have made this video like 2 minutes long. This shit is like beat, but I'm going to give you 1 more minute and then I'm moving on because she is fucking boring. All right. Yes, I am nailing it. I am on it.
Here's how they framed it. AOC drops the hammer on fellow progressive. I'm not a progressive. You aren't talented enough to be relevant with the truth. And when I say I'm not a progressive, I reject any and all labels. I don't want to be part of any tribe. I want to stick to the truth. And you just can't do that when you're in a tribe. Okay, you just can't. Because the second you deviate, people jump down your throat, and I don't want to go through that again.
Oh, dude, I reject all labels. Look at Ana. Dude, Ana is like, bro, Anna's like the new revolution. No label, no tribe. Dude, Ana, but she is in a tribe. She is in like the Happy Merchant doing anti-Israel tribe with Tucker Carlson and Nick Fuentes and shit, right? Like, dude, who's more boring, her or Candy O? Dude, I don't know. That's a tough call, Ella. That is a tough call.
I want to be my own person. I want to think for myself. I'm not part of any tribe. It's that simple. It's easy. If you listen to what I support and what I say, you can deduce, what are Anna's political leanings? But anyway, so already Alex Griffin headline is wrong, but okay. And then in it, Mediaite's worker Alex Griffin decided to outsource his research to Grok X users asked Grok to fact-check Kasparian and 𝗙ecie𝗿𝗍𝗧's rival claims about the New York Congresswoman's voting record. Quote, no, Representative Alexandria 𝗙ecie𝗿𝗍𝗧 has never voted to approve weapon sales or major military aid packages to Israel, Grok replied. Oh, well then I guess it's settled. I guess Grok is correct, and this writer over at Media shouldn't, scratch the surface even a little bit to figure out what the truth is. But obviously, I just shared with you her legislative activity.
Yeah, you just shared that she never voted for a fucking bill, dude. Like, oh my God. Ana is now trying to be like MAGA, where she Ana just showed us that AOC, Ana just spent 20 minutes showing us that AOC never voted for weapons, but now she's like, oh yeah, but Ana should probably marry Grok. She should ditch the baseball player. I think an Ana Grok nuptials would be the thing right now. That's the only thing that could make this world have any meaning. Dude, what the fuck, bro? She just looks so dumb now. So dumb. She is a transphobe. She is a I don't know, Ana's a hypocrite. Dude, she is. She is just looking for a paycheck is what she is. She is a dancer looking for a pole right now. That's what she is. Ana is a dancer looking for a pole. Dude, let's go, dude. Intuition Jen, thank you. Let's go, dude. Shin Godzilla says, Ana, shut the fuck up. Let's get this dance party going on. Let's do it. Dude, let's pause. All right, let's find a good, stupid looking Ana face. There we go. All right, wait, where do we got? Oh, there we go. Let's leave Ana she's getting ready to polish the Trump knob. We're going to leave that as our background. Guys, we need 26 in 19 minutes. All right, let's secure the dance party. Let's go, Elf. Late start to the dance party. Yeah, we just got it going. It was a late start night, but we're gonna secure the dance party real quick, and I'm gonna probably continue harping on Ana while we do it. Cause, dude, this video is the most ridiculous thing I have ever seen. Oh my God. She is so scraping, dude. I wonder. When are we going to see Ana Kasparian at Mar-a-Lago? Will it happen? Are we going to see her at Mar-a-Lago? She's going to be Tucker Carlson's guest at Mar-a-Lago. She's going to get some of that Tony Holt Kramer Botox. Oh my God. What are we doing, dude? Joan Rivers? She does look like Joan Rivers, doesn't she? Mommy dearest. Oh, dude. I mean, guys, I was not into TYT when they were a big thing. Dude, Sam says, snow puppies lift their leg at TYT. They do indeed. I always liked Ana, but I never really trusted TYT because I always thought Cenk Uygur was a phony piece of shit. I'm serious. His rages always seemed staged and overly theatrical, bad theater. So I never really trusted them. And all of the anti-Obama sentiment, he was just always against right. He kept declaring himself as left wing, but he was against everybody that was anywhere near the left, right? Cenk was. He hated everybody that had any political power. And it's dude, how do you expect the left wing to ever get more power if you just fucking piss off everybody that has power? What do you think? You're not helping progressives win by not playing politics. I mean, the whole point is to play some politics and get more and more progressives in there that can play politics until eventually the progressives are the bigger voice. It's not rocket science as to how you evolve a political party, man. Dude, Nameless says, my GoFundMe for buying chats is in bio. Pony up. Let's go. Dude, thank you, Nameless. Dude, Intuition Jen says, Cenk drives me crazy. I just can't with him. Dude, you're not wrong. You're not alone, dude. Cenk is dude, he's phony. And he's always got like 9 layers of like grease. And dude, I think he brill creams his hair, dude. I think he dyes his hair. I think he's got that vanity hair thing, dude. Dude, casino politics with Cenk Uygur, casino Cenk. Dude, I mean, guys, think about this, okay? You can sum Cenk Uygur up with one sentence, okay? The man union busted a union that was forming in his progressive news network studio while he was running as a leftist progressive candidate for Congress. Dude, I mean, who would do that? A leftist progressive candidate running for Congress while union busting at the Progressive News Network? Dance party, dude, let's go. I mean, talk about a recipe for not success, right? AOC defended her position on Iron Dome after. All right. I mean, she just voted present. I think she was playing politics because that thing passed 420 votes to 9. So, like, her vote didn't even matter. So, I mean, I think if she was, like, going to get something out of the deal, right, she did it. Oh, fuck, dude. Isn't that funny? Oh, my God. All right, 20 in 15. Let's go. Dude, MTG Chunk or Tuck Ana Contrarian. Nameless Nick. Dude, I'm going to go. Dude, can you imagine both of those? I'm going to go Tuck Ana, okay? Tuck Ana just sounds good, right? Tuck Ana 2028. Dude, oh shit. Tuck Ana 2028. Tuck Ana 2028. Oh. Dude, it sounds good, doesn't it? Tuck Ana. I mean, dude, with her transphobia, don't you think Tuck Ana 2028 is kind of funny? Considering her transphobia, I think that is like kind of revolutionary, actually. Dude, I mean, I just call it how I see it, right? Oh, shit, dude. Keep her away from Target, guys. She is going to go ape shit if we let her loose in Target. Oh, my God, dude. The jokes do write themselves. Dude, Pucker Carlson, Ana Kasparian. Dude, there she is. Pucker Carlson and Ana Kasparian. Dude, Tuck Ana. It does sound like a city in Arkansas or in fucking, somewhere in the South. Oh, my God. Ana is Armenian. Yeah. I mean, Ana, though, doesn't look very Armenian. Like, guys, I grew up in a community that was sort of like Dearborn. Okay, you know how Dearborn, Michigan has like a lot of Muslims? Okay, well, I grew up in Glendale, California. That's where I went to high school. And Glendale, California is like the big Armenian community in Southern California. Okay, Glendale has a huge, man, in the 80s, it had a massive Armenian community. Okay, like a lot of my close friends were Armenians. And Ana is like very, she does not look very Armenian. She's very white passing. I know she has an Armenian last name, but like, dude, like I went to high school with a lot of Armenian people. Some of my best friends were Armenians and none of them were as white passing as Ana is. But dude, they were super cool people, man. It was cool, like being exposed. They're Christians and they're like, I think a lot of Catholicism going on there, but like, I don't know, just interesting. Their language is really cool, man. They're fucking the way they talk and their energy is like all the people I knew in my high school, like the people I hung out with had a fucking like an energy, dude, that was like very different than a lot of American energy. They're a little more like, I don't know, a little more like, I want to say reckless, but all the Armenians in my high school were like, had like a recklessness about them, a mischievous quality that I really enjoyed, and yet they were like very religious too, It's interesting. It's different culture for sure. but they're like, the young people were very different than their parents. Like their parents were much more conservative than the kids. Even in the 80s, like the Armenian kids in my grade that were younger were very different than their parents. Their parents were a little more like conservative for sure. But yeah, I don't know, man. They claim to be the first Christians. I mean, you never know, dude. You never know. Right? Who knows? But dude, the parents would show up at the school to rock down. Is Kim Kardashian Armenian? I think so. I think they're Armenian, aren't they? All right. Let's go. Dude. All right, guys. We're almost there. 19 and 11. Let's go. Her dad is? Dude, the Kardashians. I mean, dude, that's one family where like, why were they famous? Right? You know what I'm saying? Why were the Kardashians even famous? To me, that was like a tragic mistake. Dude, let's go. Dude, Intuition Jen, let's go. I'm serious, dude. That whole family should have never been famous. Yeah, no, it really was. It was the O.J. Simpson trial, right? No, it was O.J. Simpson, right? It was O.J. Simpson, and then they got a TV show. But like, dude, I feel like the Jenners and the Kardashians are both like, please, dude, we could just put them out to pasture, and the world would be better, dude. Ella, let's go. Seriously. Dude, let's get rid of fucking, right? Her dad was one of OJ's lawyers, Johnny Cochran, Robert Kardashian, and they were primary lawyers. And Shapiro, there were a couple lawyers that were involved with the OJ trial, really high profile. Like, it was kind of reality TV, really. Dude, I think the Jenners and the Kardashians, we should put their whole fucking... Dude, put both of those families out to pasture, dude. Jesus. Dude, the Nepo kids. Come on, man. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Dude, reality TV. Yeah, dude, OJ's trial was really a huge opening to reality TV. That trial was like a soap opera. All right, guys, 17 and 9, baby. Let's go. Let's secure this dance party. I'm going to give you a little taste. There we go. Oh, there we go. Whoa. Look at that shit. Oh, let's go. Dude. Who needs chips when you got those hips? Dude, that shit, like, guys, during the OJ trial, I'm like, I can't even tell you, man. What year was that, right? When was that trial? It was 94. Oh my God, dude. So yeah, I was still jobless, okay? I did not work, okay? I did not work from like 1991. No, it was 94. I did not work from the trial was the OJ trial was from September of 94 until October of 95. That was the trial, right? I don't know when. I feel like the court stuff was, they had it on court TV, right? Oh shit, dude. 133 days of televised testimony. OJ thing was wild. Remember the chase in the white Bronco? Very reality TV. Absolutely. I was still unemployed, guys. I was still unemployed at that time because in my early 20s, I had no job for 4 years. I just played rock and roll. I remember watching the OJ trial. It was like a soap opera, dude. Everybody was watching it. It was like the whole nation was riveted. People were riveted. I mean, dude, I had a huge crush on Marcia Clark. Huge. Dude, I was young too. I was like 24, right? 25. I had a huge huge crush on Marcia Clark. Dude, I mean, dude, and then she got the perm, which was a little weird, right? That perm, the poodle cut was a little bizarre. Dude, the poodle cut. I'm not too sure about that, but still, dude, I loved her. It was like that Paula White thing, right? Where you have this weird sort of, you know, fascination with these people. Dude. Oh, shit. Shit. Right? All right, guys. We're halfway there. We are halfway there. 6 minutes, baby. Dude, 𝗙𝗧𝗏𝗀𝗀. Oh, my God. That really, though, guys, I really feel like now that I think about it, I feel like O.J. Simpson was sort of the start of reality TV. Because, again, it was drama. It was like all the players in it were like characters. It was real life. Nobody was acting, but it was like drama that they were ramping up. And then the people from it became, right? They had those quotes about it, right? They were coining phrases and shit. And you know, everybody was like weighing in on this thing. It reminded me of the summer when General Hospital, Luke and Laura, okay, in the 70s, there was this summer where Luke and Laura were like the center of the General Hospital / soap opera universe, right? It was like late 70s or early 80s where everyone, mothers, siblings, children, grandparents, the whole world was like watching Luke and Laura, and everybody was like in on this fucking one event. And that's what O.J. Simpson was like, but it wasn't scripted. It was like a real fucking event. Dude, stop the stupidity. Let's go, baby. 5 minutes, guys. 5 minutes. Let's go. Elf, Paul and Anna are attractive, but they are trash. All right, not going to argue there. All right, guys, we need 13. 13 and 4, baby. 13 and 4. 12 and 4. Let's go. Stop the stupidity. Let's go, brother. Oh, we're getting it. Oh, dude, yeah, that was crazy. I watched a lot of TV when I was unemployed, guys. I used to just write songs while watching TV. I remember Cops was on Saturdays too. Saturdays at like 8, and I would always be watching Cops while I was waiting for my drug dealer to arrive. And because my drug dealer used to show up on Saturday nights. Dude, always while watching Cops, dude. It's crazy. Let's go, dance party. What you gonna do? What you gonna do when they come for you, bad boys? What you gonna do? Dude, Kim, let's go. Every Saturday I was waiting for my Carrie and Shane were their names. It was a couple, right? Carrie and Shane. Oh, fuck. Dude, 10 more, guys. Stop stupidity. Let's go, baby. Let's go. Dude, David Whiteacre. Dude, let's go. Good to see you, brother. Welcome back. Here we go. We're getting it. Bad boys. Bad boys. What you gonna do? Intuition Jen. Let's go. Dude, Elfinator Cops was fucking amazing. It was also reality TV, guys. Right? And dude, I hated police, but I watched that show. Dude, Intuition Jen, let's go, dude. Ella, let's go. 3 minutes, guys. We're down to the wire, dude. We're getting this, though. We are 4 away. Dude, we're killing it. Let's go. Yeah, man. Dude, I had pretty reliable drug dealers, though, because I had a swindle. Stop stupidity. Let's go. So here's what I did, guys. I don't recommend this. But like I said, I did not have a job. Okay, and my girlfriend was working. She worked not full-time, but she worked part-time at the Olive Garden. Eric, let's go, dude. Intuition Jen, let's go. And I just played rock and roll. I did open mics every night. I did open mics at the coffee shop that was walking distance. I was like putting a band together. I was gigging. I was playing guitar like around the clock, and I was doing a lot of drugs. And then I would do hustles to make money or get free, like, you know, materials, right? Free party favors. Let's go, Intuition Jen. There we go. So what I used to do though, guys, is I would, like, we always had our rent money like very early. Okay, we would have our rent money several weeks before rent was due. And so what I would do is I would give the drug dealers our rent money, and they would go and re-up and buy their supply. Then they would go sell to a couple of their regular customers, and then they would come to me and they would give me the rent money back and a whole bunch of free drugs. And so that was what I did, but it was risky because if anything had ever happened to them, we would have been out our entire rent money. Okay. And nothing ever happened, dude. I did that for like 3 years and I never got burned. I got burned one time for $40. But yeah, it was definitely risky, right? Because when you like, I don't know if you ever spent a lot of time around tweakers, but they're very unpredictable. Like them getting arrested or getting in a fight and setting all their possessions on fire. I mean, just wild shit happens at any given time. They're very unpredictable. Dude, I'm rewatching The West Wing and my God, Elf, let's go. Thank you, boss. But anyway, so I had a lot of free substances for several years, right? Through you know, some crafty investment. Okay, I was like a bank essentially. Dude, oh shit. Right? But hey man, you know, kept me from getting into financial trouble. You know what I'm saying? Like if they had ever lost our rent money or something, who knows like what bad could have happened. So I felt pretty charmed. But all right, Ana, thank you. That was fucking boring, dude. Anna's stirring up shit. Her and Cenk are both desperate for some fucking, you know, they are desperate for some attention. Dude. Right? Oh, shit. Dude, Anna's still, like, fighting with Jillian Michaels. Now she's fighting with AOC. Dude, Ana is like, what is she gonna do? Right? Oh, Lord. Lord have mercy. Dude, she is partnering, though, with MTG, and she is partnering with Tucker Carlson. Tuck Ana 2028. Somebody said they loved ER. Dude, Jenny and I just recently, I don't know, 2 years ago or something, Jenny and I watched ER. We did. We watched all of the seasons of it. It was actually pretty cool to go back and rewatch it. We watched all like 12 seasons or some shit. It was crazy. Yeah, fentanyl, guys, yeah, that I would say stay away from the opiates. I never delved too deeply. I never dug too deeply into the opiates. Those are like, don't go there. You know what I'm saying? I don't think you should go into any drugs, but if you do go into drugs, don't fucking get into opiates. Like, do not. Just don't even bother going there, right? It is just, your chances of coming back are so slim, and it's not even worth it, man. Eventually, you stop getting high. You don't even get high anymore. You are just getting regular. Leo said prayers are not listened to those that wage war. All right, Shelly, let's go. Dude, and Elf said if Tommy did anything like The Wire, huge props. Let's go. I don't know what that is. I've never watched The Wire. I do love David Simon, though. David Simon is somebody I used to look up to on Twitter. Let me just tell you a quick sidebar before we move on to the Charlie Kirk shit. I got to give you the David Simon sidebar. Okay, you ready? It's really David Simon and Gunn. What's his name? Fucking the guy who wrote the Guardians of the Galaxies. What's his name, dude? Gunn, not Sean Gunn. Sean Gunn's his brother, right? Why can't I remember his name all of a sudden? Dude, I am so James, is it James? James Gunn? Yeah, is that him? Yeah, okay, James Gunn. Okay, so I got on Twitter back in like it's two N's though, two N's, Gunn. But anyway, so I got in I got on Twitter back in like 2013, 2014. This was right when Matt Walsh was like starting to grow. And I wanted to be a political voice on Twitter. Okay. I desperately wanted to. And I would tweet some politics, but I had no traction. I didn't really know how to build Twitter. I was also a single dad, so I was busy raising my kid and trying to be an actor and all this shit. But I really looked up to James Gunn and David Simon because they used to like tell people to fuck off. They would get on Twitter and they would tell people to go to hell, and the whole world would get into their replies and like shred them. And I was filled with admiration. I was like, wow, they are so ballsy. They just put their shit out there. They don't care. Like, I wonder how you develop that kind of confidence, right? And I didn't know because I certainly was not as ballsy. And I, had not really found my like voice, right? But what ended up happening is that was like 2014, 2013. Then around, 2019, I started streaming Fortnite, and then I got famous during the pandemic. And when I got famous, I got canceled like so many times. I was the center of all these like fake gaming scandals. I got into this shit with Andrew Tate, which led me to go back into politics and yada, yada, yada. But it was like the experience of getting famous and getting canceled like every other month that made me like no longer censor myself, to where like after that shit, I just didn't give a fuck anymore. And then I found myself by like 2024, I was like, oh my God, I'm reading my tweets and they sounded like David Simon and James Gunn like 10 years before. And so I figured out how they got so bold, right? It's like if you deal with any bit of fame, you get conditioned to really not care anymore, because it's so dirty, dude. It's really gnarly. It is. It's like, it's grimy, dude. It's like, it's because it's not real. You know what I'm saying? It's like the whole thing is like not real. It's fucking, yeah, it's wild. Wild journey, guys. But all right, we have some Charlie Kirk news, okay? And this, guys, I think is a little bit of a bombshell because, so Charlie Kirk, they've been trying, like Erica Kirk and TPUSA have been advocating for Charlie Kirk to be the next O.J. Simpson, okay? They really want to lionize Charlie, and they really want to, make Charlie a martyr. And so the way they would love to do that is to have this court case where it could just be Charlie 24/7. Like they wanted so bad, okay? And dude, I think that would be horrible. I think it would blow up in their faces too, but whatever. Anyway, Candace Owens has been going off on her, her campaign against Erica, against TPUSA, and she has been insistent that there was some type of foreign interference. Now, I was not close enough to TPUSA and whatever to know anything about their foreign connections. The only thing I will say as an outsider is Benjamin Netanyahu's behavior after Charlie died was really weird, okay? Because he had nothing to do with TPUSA. And all of a sudden he's out there saying, we didn't kill Charlie. And I thought that was kind of strange. Like, why is the prime minister of Israel even inserting himself into this fucking situation, right? Yeah. Why did he insert it? To me, that was so strange, right? That was so strange because it was out of left field. It was like, dude, nobody was even ever associated Netanyahu and Charlie Kirk together. And then Netanyahu talked about that for like a week, dude. Okay. It was crazy, and making the videos, right? So that was strange. All right. Now, obviously, Candace has gone on with her Egyptian planes. Candace has gone on, and she has been insisting in no uncertain terms that this was a Mossad thing, this was a Netanyahu thing, this was a, Zionism thing. Candace has been stirring that. Okay, there's been a lot of suspicion of Erica Kirk, her weird non-grief, and there's been a lot of suspicion of her being a honeypot, maybe even being Epstein adjacent with, Next Model Management and Faith Cates and all that. Now, Joe Kent comes along, okay? And Joe Kent really has him stepping down from counterterrorism, him saying I can't support the war with Iran. But now he has gone over to this Tucker Carlson, Candace Owens camp, and Joe Kent has been saying, hey man, we wanted to investigate foreign involvement and 𝗙liche Patel shut us down. So Joe Kent is now saying that the FBI wouldn't even investigate if there was foreign involvement. Okay, now that's definitely weird, okay? Because the FBI should be investigating everything, okay? That's their fucking job, is to investigate all leads, okay? If they get 1,000 tips of my neighbor shot Charlie Kirk, they're gonna go investigate that fucking neighbor. That's what the FBI does. That is what they do in every case. They follow up on the craziest shit. Okay, so anyway, there's a lot of there's a lot of chaos going on with 𝗙PUSA and Erica and Charlie Kirk and all these theories, Joe Kent, right? And we don't know what's going on. But today, guys, today was kind of a bombshell. Okay, because what happened today? Here's what happened today, guys. All right. Today, this report dropped. Okay. The bullet used to kill Charlie Kirk did not match the rifle allegedly used by suspect Tyler Robinson. New court filing claims. Wow. Okay. Now that's weird because we have the rooftop of supposedly Tyler running along, and then dude, give me the source. Tyler supposedly running along. We see him. Supposedly that's Tyler. He's got something in his hand. He jumps off the roof. I always wondered, why don't we see the shooting, right? If the guy who ran off the roof shot, that parking lot camera would get him shooting. The shooting location should be right there. But they never released the whole tape. There's a lot of weird shit about this with George Zinn and fucking 𝗙liche Patel's tweeting, we got the guy, no we don't, we got him, no we don't. All of a sudden the rifle, the 30-06, no 30-06 bullet went in like a pinhole like that, guys. Guys, let me just tell you, I grew up in Wisconsin. I'm telling you right now, guys, I grew up in Wisconsin. As a kid, I saw deer that got shot by a 30-06. I saw a lot of fucking deer, like big animals, bucks with huge racks on their fucking heads. That thing, that Charlie Kirk neck wound was not a 30-06, okay? Give me a break. I don't know what it was, but I just don't think it was a 30-06. There is no deer that I ever saw that got hit by a bullet that was fired by one of those guns that looked like a pinhole like that. I mean, dude, those things do some damage. Damage, bro. We are talking they will fell a moose and shit with bullets from those guns, okay? And remember, Andrew Colvett was saying, oh, the doctor said Charlie had a magical neck. Oh, his neck was magic. Dude, come on. I mean, I don't think there would have been a head. You know what I'm saying? If a 30-06 bullet hit a human neck, I don't know if there would be a head after that, still attached to the body. If it was, I think it would be minimally attached, okay? it would be minimally attached, dude. It would be like, you know, like a baby neck. You seen a baby necks where there's like, you know what I'm saying? Like, dude, it would have like, you know, I mean, honestly, it would have been horrific to watch. But anyway, so this is the big news, guys, is that there's a court filing, okay? And Tyler Robinson wants preliminary hearing pushed back, citing substantial evidence to review, okay? Provo, Utah. By the way, quick sidebar, all right? I used to play in Provo. Every tour, I played at a club in downtown Provo called Starry Night. It was amazing. I got to give a shout out to Drew Danbury. He was from Salt Lake. I used to play a lot of shows with Drew, but I played, this is 20 years ago, I played at Starry Night in Provo, Utah on every tour, like every couple months. I loved playing in Utah, always had great shows there, right? All the Utah people used to say, we have two addictions, music and ice cream. And dude, they really love their music. Shout out to the Utah crowds. It was really good. I had a really good following in Utah. But anyway, so Tyler Robinson's defense is requesting that the preliminary hearing be either rescheduled or vacated, okay? And they're saying they're citing incomplete discovery and they're wanting evidence analysis and expert consultations. So apparently there's like, they're having some issues with the discovery, okay? You got that post? Yeah, see, I don't know if I trust Allen Analysis, though, Bradshaw. Like, Allen Analysis is he's a little bit of a misinformation spreader. So I don't know if I'm going to look at that post. I'll pull it up and see what it says. But in general, I don't like Allen Analysis because he is sort of a misinformation guy. So we'll see. I'm going to stick to, I think, like, news sources for the time being, because I've had some issues with him spreading some bullshit. Okay, the Allen Analysis guy, you should be leery of anything. Make sure you double check any of his shit. Okay, but so let's read this article real quick. All right. It says Tyler Robinson and his defense team have filed a motion requesting his preliminary hearing be rescheduled. The motion, which was expected, says defense attorneys need more time to digest the volumes of evidence. Blah, blah, blah. Okay. Robinson, 22, charged with Charlie Kirk. Discovery is incomplete, voluminous, and in the processing of it is complex. I mean, no doubt. I'm sure there's a ton of shit. Prosecutors and defense attorneys met on March 12th. And based on that meeting, the defense believes the state intends to present discrete buckets of evidence through 3 identified law enforcement witnesses at the preliminary hearing. This includes conclusory forensic DNA and ballistics reports authored by the FBI and ATF, phone and social media data, testimony by law enforcement officials about the crime scene and search locations, and testimony by Mr. Robinson's parents and roommate, as well as a significant amount of hearsay from non-testifying peace officers. Now, during oh yeah, no, Dether, I did see all the ballistics tests. On YouTube, they were going crazy, okay? During a preliminary hearing, prosecutors presented evidence and testimony to convince a judge there is sufficient probable cause to show that Robinson committed certain crimes and that he should stand trial. All right. Robinson's defense says it's received 20,000 electronic files of audio, video, and written documents. Rethink Bradshaw's credentials. Let's go. Elf, LOL. Let's go. Dude, I got my eye on you, Bradshaw. Yeah, dude, the bullet shit was like, dude, come on, man. Dude, all the bullet writing, remember? As soon as that 𝗙cie 𝗶𝗃𝗀 took over the FBI, every bullet they found had writing on it. Like, really? Dude, check 𝗙cie 𝗶𝗃𝗀's. I want the bullet writing matched against 𝗙cie 𝗶𝗃𝗀's girlfriend. All right? That's what I want to see. every FBI case that has bullet writing, I want a handwriting test from 𝗙cie𝗶𝗹𝗀𝗀's girlfriend. All right? All right. So it says, blah, blah, blah. Whatever. Robinson says DNA reports. Okay, here we go. It says right here. Okay, here we go. So it says the defense team is devoted and will continue to devote significant resources to processing discovery, including identifying materials not yet received to inform readiness for the preliminary hearing. However, the defense team is realistic, and the comprehensive review required to determine what is missing will take hundreds of hours. What is known at present is that Mr. Robinson has not received the forensic case files and data necessary to investigate through the use of qualified experts the scientific reports the state intends to introduce at the preliminary hearing. Notwithstanding the Utah County Attorney's Office apparent best efforts to federal law enforcement agencies, ATF and FBI, and the State Bureau of Investigation have not been able to produce discovery in time for the May hearing. Okay, both Utah and, dude, where is it? I'm not seeing anything in here about the bullet. Okay, here we go. All right, this is it. It says, in regard to the firearm evidence, the defense attorneys, there it is. All right. In regards to firearm evidence, defense attorneys say an initial report from the ATF indicates that the ATF was unable to identify the bullet recovered at autopsy to the rifle allegedly tied to Mr. Robinson. Although the state has not indicated an intent to produce this report at the preliminary hearing, the defense may very well decide to offer the testimony of the ATF firearm analyst as exculpatory evidence according to the motion. Okay, so this is huge, guys. So this is saying that, right? This is saying that there is a report from the ATF where an ATF investigator found the bullet from Charlie's neck. Okay, the bullet recovered at the autopsy, and that shit does not match the rifle. And so that's crazy. All right. Now, apparently the prosecutors maybe don't intend to use this report, but the defense attorneys could very well call that ATF agent up and say, okay, talk to us about how you couldn't match the bullet. Because, guys, all it takes is reasonable doubt. Okay. And the number one piece of evidence that they're going to have is the bullet. Whatever bullet that autopsy pulled out of Charlie Kirk, if the bullet doesn't match the gun, what do they have? Dude, I mean, what do they have, guys? So let's think about Tyler Robinson's defense team here. We would have a gun and a bullet that don't match. We would have a high-level counterterrorism director who quit his job saying, you know what, we wanted to continue investigating, and the head of the FBI said no. And dude, Tyler's gonna walk, bro. Okay? Tyler is going to walk. And yes, where is the footage of the shooting? I mean, that camera in the parking lot, we have all seen the parking lot camera, guys. Okay, let me just show you the images. Okay, if we look at the image here, look at this. We're going to look at this. Here's the image, okay, that we see. There's Tyler, supposedly, running across. He runs behind this thing, and he jumps off here, and he runs to supposedly drop the gun that doesn't match the bullet. But guys, right here is the fucking shooting location, bro. Which means if this person fired a gun from right here, why don't we should see him come over this railing, walk out here, set up his gun, aim, take the shot, dismantle his gun, put it back in the bag, and then go running across. But they start the video like right here and show him running. But dude, there's the fucking location. There is like no reason this video is not showing the actual shooting if this guy shot from the location that bullet was supposedly fired. Like, that's a real problem, guys. That's to me, that's always been a real hole in this case. Always. Because you see somebody running on the roof from multiple different angles, and there's something about this that's not adding up, guys. Right? So is the video edited? We don't know, Iron Fist. We haven't seen the video before this. So we don't know if the footage has been edited. See, I always presumed they had it and they just didn't make it public, like they were holding on to it for the case. But I mean, why would they release it at all, right? You know what I'm saying? If they were holding any of it, why would they release it at all? They didn't, I mean, or if they had it, wouldn't they show the whole thing? I don't know. Dude, there is like, you know, there's something about it doesn't add up, you know? And I mean, now this footage though is like, all of this is tracked. I mean, there's video from these parking lot cameras. Like this shit is on servers. They pay for this type of like secure video footage. Okay. But you know, that always seemed weird. But now the fact that there's an ATF report though, where somebody in the ATF determined that autopsy bullet was not from the gun, that's a huge problem. Okay. Those prosecutors are in some deep, deep shit. Now, somebody mentioned Candace Owens. Let's go see Candy O, all right, and see what we got here. See if she already looked at this. Has she talked about it yet? I mean, this came out today, so I don't think she's talked about it. Dude, she's talking about Freemasons. Oh, shit, dude. She is still on Erica Kirk. It's okay to not believe a word Erica Kirk says. Oh, my God, dude. She is like living on Erica Kirk. Like Candace Owens' whole TV show is Erica Kirk and fucking 𝗙PUSA, which I love. I'm down for it. I mean, I want her to detonate 𝗙PUSA. 𝗙PUSA is a danger. They need to go. But I imagine Candace Owens is going to cover this tomorrow. I would expect tomorrow there's going to be a big episode on this. But yeah, guys, this is a massive, massive problem. Because guys, let me just tell you, if it comes out that Tyler Robinson did not shoot Charlie Kirk, if that comes out like where there's proof of this, dude, 𝗙cie Patel, Andrew Colvett, Tyler Boyer, Erica Kirk, Netanyahu, I mean, shit's gonna go down, okay? Shit is like shit is gonna burn, dude. Dude, there are gonna be some evangelical Christians that are gonna be experiencing hell on earth, my brothers and sisters, and non-binary and everything in between, right? Like some people there's gonna be some spontaneous combustion. Dude, I mean, I think it would be amazing. I would just love to see the shit show. Dude, yeah, rip 𝗙PUSA. Dude, Club America will be relocating to Tel Aviv, motherfuckers. All right, I'm going to go to the bathroom. I'm going to put this song on for a minute, okay? We're going to let you enjoy this song. I'll be back in 1 sec, dude. Hang tight. Let's go. Son needs a Mets hat. Let's go. Let's go. Dude, Elf, you're crazy. Sin the way. Thank you, boss. Dude, you are crazy. Yes, you are so generous. Thank you, Elf. Dude, I'll get him a Mets hat. Dude, dude, he definitely of the New York teams, he likes the Mets compared to the Yankees. I think we're gonna go visit. Okay, I think we're gonna go visit because I have not seen his apartment in Brooklyn. I think we're gonna go visit in August, and we're gonna go see the Mariners at the Yankees in August. Right, we're gonna go to New York to see Bryce and hang out with Bryce, and all go to the Yankees Mariners at fucking Yankee Stadium. Right. Oh, it's the only press saying that? No. I mean, Daily Mail, it is started in Daily Mail. This article started in KSL.com, okay? Which is, so this is like, there's a court filing. Like, let's put this article in perspective, guys, okay? We don't have, with this Charlie Kirk, what is being alleged by KSL.com and by Daily Mail and a couple of these other news outlets that are a little fringe, is that the defense have made a court filing saying that there is an ATF report where one of the ATF investigators could not match the bullet. Okay, so they have not even had the preliminary hearing, but Tyler Robinson's defense team has claimed in a court filing that this situation exists. But if it's in a court filing, okay, if it is in fact in the court filing, then they're like, his defense team isn't going to lie. Okay, now it's possible that it's possible. I mean, because if they said that there was an ATF report in a court filing that was not true, I feel like that would be problematic. Okay, like lying in a court filing, the defense saying there's a piece of evidence in a court filing that is in fact not true, I feel like that would be some dangerous ground. Okay, the defense team would have a little bit of a situation on their hand. Like, they absolutely will do that in filings to put it out into the public, but I just think it would be risky if it wasn't true, right? Like, I don't see why Tyler Robinson's defense team would put that in a filing if there wasn't really an ATF report, okay? You know, that would be really dangerous for them. Okay, now there is something else here from this Allen Analysis guy, but guys, this Allen Analysis, this account is like a lot of misinformation, okay? It is. So I don't really trust what this Allen Analysis guy says necessarily, but he is saying, you know, the court filing, the bullet doesn't match, okay? But he is, you know, he's also saying some of the same shit I said, that Joe Kent said, you know, investigation was quashed. But now, really, what it really comes down to is, like, I have not seen this court filing yet, okay? So let's see. Let's see what Politico says. Oh, but see, look at this, though. Politico is covering this too, guys. At issue is a bullet analysis. So, guys, all right, now we're in Politico. You know what I'm saying? Politico that's definitely a bumping up when they're saying it as well. It says they're saying they need time to review an enormous amount of material and a bullet analysis that could contribute to his defense. Okay, they have said in recent court filings, analysis from ATF, a federal law enforcement agency, could not conclusively connect a bullet fragment recovered during an autopsy found near the scene. The FBI is running additional tests. The agency's report has been kept private, but attorneys have cited snippets in other public filings that say results were inconclusive. Oh, dude. All right. The success of a forensic ballistics analysis largely depends on the size and condition of the fragments, right? Experts are looking for unique microscopic markings. Yeah. I mean, there's usually, okay, there can be things like marks from the cylinder, from the exit. I mean, it depends on the fragment. Like they didn't have, right? They didn't have the full bullet, you know, but guys, here's what I don't understand is we all saw that killing. Okay. We all watched it. My God, I watched that video like 1,000 times. Why don't they have the bullet? You know what I'm saying? Like they should, you know, there was no exit. There was no, right? It was like one shot. There's no reason that they don't have like as much of that bullet as possible. You know? I mean, dude, I've studied a lot of killings where they're like doing trajectories and splash patterns and, you know, pulling out like significant pieces of forensic evidence. But like, dude, I don't see why they wouldn't have like whatever went into his body never came out, man. There was no exit wound, guys. There was no exit wound. If there had been an exit wound on that neck, there would have been a splash pattern on the back of that tent. Something went into Charlie's body or came out of Charlie's body, and that was it. There was no, you know what I'm saying? Like, and the blood that came out of his neck was like a steady stream. So this is like, this whole thing is pretty fishy. But anyway, Politico is covering this. So that's a significant development, right? So we now have it coming from Politico. We have it coming from KSL. We have it coming from Daily Mail. And guys, I'm going to tell you this, okay? Politico would not be covering this if they had not read the court filing. So we know that suspicious, you know, ATF report where the bullet fragment recovered is inconclusive. We know that is in the court filing, or Politico would not be covering it. Okay, this is not just, you know, like they've read the filings, and so we know that it is exactly at issue. Now, there's, you know, we have not seen the report, okay? So eventually we're going to have to see the ATF report. The FBI is running more tests. But guys, let me just tell you that regardless of what happens with this bullet and shit, Joe Kent is going to be a very problematic witness for the prosecution's case. Okay? I mean, let me just say, as somebody who has like watched a lot of jury trials, has read a lot of transcripts, I have everybody I went to college with is a fucking lawyer. Having a high-level government official who like wanted to investigate and having that get shut down, the fact that the FBI shut down a like arm of investigation is going to be massively problematic. I mean, that's enough to make a jury go, huh? Why would the FBI do that? Right? Because everything would be investigated, okay? The whole point is if you get 8,000 phone calls with tips. You do 8,000 fucking like field reports, right? You know what I'm saying? But having a high level, the person in charge of counterterrorism, this guy was the director of a government counterterrorism department. And he was like, there's some suspicion. We should investigate foreign involvement. The FBI says, no, we shouldn't. Dude, that's enough to sink a jury. Okay. That is a huge, like, why would they do that? That there is reasonable doubt. You know what I mean? Of all the other shit, unless they literally have a smoking fucking gun, you know, that is enough reasonable doubt there to sink the goddamn case, bro. Because there's no reason they should have shut that down. You have Netanyahu behaving weird. You have, like, you know, a lot of, you know, conspiracy theories abounding, but part of an investigation is going and following those conspiracy theories to prove, yeah, there's no evidence here. Like, next, right? You like mark them off and you clear them away. Sure, we're going to investigate foreign influence. Nope, there was no foreign influence. We followed 20 fucking lines of investigation and it all came out to be bullshit. That's how you would do it. But the fact that they never even looked, right? The fact that they never even looked, that's hugely problematic, guys. That's like the investigators in Florida who never looked for Epstein's computers. Okay? Yeah. Oh, we went to Epstein's and there were a bunch of hard drives missing and there were a bunch of plugs with no computer there, but there was a keyboard, monitor, and mouse. But we never looked for the computers. We just decided to move on. Okay. Yeah. Dude, that is, that's going to be a huge problem, guys. Huge, huge problem. So, yeah, I don't know. This could get interesting. Okay? It really could. This could get very bizarre for these guys. All I know is this, guys. You ready? I'm going to be honest. Okay? I'm going to be real honest about this. I don't actually care who did it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't care who did it. I mean, whoever did it should obviously go to jail. You know what I'm saying? Like, we can't run around murdering people and political killings. I'm not into that shit. But I mean, for me, I don't really care who did it. I'm not like invested in this because Charlie Kirk was not like a meaningful figure to me. So whether it turns out to be some foreign conspiracy or some lone individual, I'm not invested either way in that. I don't live for the crazy everything is Mossad shit. That's not like what I do. I will say though that whoever did it changed the course of MAGA politics forever. Okay, whoever did it essentially ended MAGA. Right? They really did. Whoever pulled that trigger ended MAGA. But I will say this, guys. If there was foreign involvement, if it was not Tyler Robinson, if there was foreign Mossad involvement, like 𝗙PUSA, Erica Kirk, all of those people are going to fry, dude. They are going to go down so hard, like a lot of people. J.D. Vance, Peter Thiel, I think a lot of people will go down harder than fuck if it turns out to have some kind of foreign involvement. Like, I shit you not. Okay, that would be massive. Right? And TMZ is also covering that thing. And this is the same report, which is that whatever bullet fragment they pulled out, okay, whatever bullet fragment they pulled out of Kirk's neck, whatever bullet fragment the autopsy found, there was a report from the ATF that is inconclusive. So they don't actually have evidence tying that bullet to that gun. And in fact, it looks like we can't really say it came from the gun. So we'll see, right? We'll see what happens, you know. But for me, I'm just glad that I'm glad that MAGA's crashing out. I am. Dude, I feel like MAGA crashing out is like a good thing, dude. I'm definitely down with MAGA crashing out. But all right, dude, I did not get to the Kid Rock thing tonight. I would love to get to the Kid Rock thing, and we'll get to that at a later time. I'm gonna go make some videos. All right, I'm gonna go watch the Mariners highlights, and then I'm gonna make some videos. Right. But man, I don't know, guys. Everything now is kind of a conspiracy theory, right? It's a little hard to process. You know what I'm saying? Because everything is you know, like we have a lot of. I don't know if you've noticed, and it used to just be like the 4chan QAnoners. But I feel like conspiracy theories have gone mainstream thanks to, you know, Joe Rogan, and thanks to, you know, Candace Owens, and thanks to, you know, like social media, like everybody's making money on TikTok. I feel like TikTok, the fact that anybody can make like a 2-minute video to create suspicion. And now that AI has made us like question what's real, I think, you know, everybody is trying to cash in on this shit, you know? So I don't know. I'm not really, I'm a little weary of it. And yet at the same time, I do want to burn MAGA to the ground. So I allow them to create their conspiracy shit. And I do kind of like throw a little fuel on the flames every once in a while, but I don't know. It's going to be interesting to say the least. With me personally, guys, I would like to see if I get my way, you ready for this? I want Tyler Robinson's legal team to like put this trial off until 2029. That's what I want. I want them to delay for years. Okay? I would love to see this trial happen after the 2028 election. That's what I would like to see, right? Or if we're going to have it before then, we want to have it in the early part of 2027, and we want to get it over and done with. And if it's damning for the Republicans and for TPUSA, then maybe we bring it in during the election year. Dude, I want this thing to be a political tool, okay? That's what I want, just between you and me. But, all right. Oh, shit, dude. Oh, man. I just know something is up with this shit that was weird, okay? A lot of this was weird, guys. I mean, you know, we all saw the killing, but the fact that, like, I don't know. To me, it was weird. Like, you know, let me just tell you, the couple of things for me personally that were weird was there was something about the bullet, the 30-06, and his neck stopped the bullet. That was weird. The TPUSA guy going into an active crime scene and taking a card out of the camera. That was weird, guys. You don't touch a fucking crime scene, okay? You do not, like, that shit is cordoned off. Nobody from TPUSA would touch any of that shit. That was weird, okay? He pulls a chair out and just grabs fucking like a card out of a camera. Fucking weird, guys. The other thing that was weird to me, I saw how much blood came out of Charlie Kirk's neck. Why were the videos of that SUV afterwards? There was no blood, man. Why was there not blood everywhere like reservoir dogs in the back of that SUV? That to me was a little weird, guys. Okay? I've like cut my hand on a film set and gone and had blood in my fucking car. Okay? That was weird, man. Right? All right? To me, that was a little weird. And the shit about Charlie's neck, stop the bullet, Jesus, no, that's definitely fucking weird. Okay, so I don't know. Some of this shit was a little bizarre. Netanyahu's behavior was very bizarre. This whole thing has a little bit of bizarreness to it that I had a little bit of alarm bells. Okay, I had some, and I'm a very like serial killer, like true crime following kind of guy. I've been following and obsessively following and investigating serial killers and shit since I was, since we moved to LA and the Hillside Stranglers grabbed a girl about my sister's age a half mile from her house. I've been, obsessed with serial killers since I was a little kid in the 70s, Hillside Strangler days. So a couple of things just didn't really make sense. You know what I'm saying? Some of that shit just didn't make sense to me. Okay. Because, I don't know. It was just weird, right? There's a lot of blood coming out of his neck. And there were like guys surrounding him. There was just a lot of that shit was like, I don't know. A lot of questions, but we'll see. Anyway, it's time. You guys, dance party has been commanded. A dance party we get. I know right now though, like, I just want to see TPUSA go out of business. Okay. You know what I'm saying? You're saying that there's a whistleblower video you watched last night from TPUSA, dude. Yeah, put it in Discord, boss. Let's see it. I'll watch it, and maybe we'll watch it tomorrow. Oh, shit. Dude, I mean, we may never know the truth, but we'll know something. All right? Let's go, baby. Let's go. Oh, dude, stretch. Oh, my lower back. Dude, I have a massage tomorrow. Dude, I can't wait. My massage therapist, her name is Tilly. She's amazing. I can't wait for tomorrow, dude. I need some fucking massage. Oh, shit, dude. My back is beat up, dude. I don't know why. Dude, I haven't really even done anything. Yeah, dude, you can either get Discord if you want to join the Discord community, or you can send it to me on Twitter or Instagram. Okay, just make sure you let me know that you're Shredder so I know where that it's you. Because I do get a lot of DMs, but if I see one from Shredder on Twitter or Instagram, I will get it. I do get those. Sometimes it takes me a little while, right? Because I get a lot of fucking hate mail. Or the Discord link is down in the description. Joining Discord is cool because you can talk to everybody. It's like the YouTube chat, but 24/7, right? You've never had a massage? Oh my God, dude. I love massages. Dude, I love them. I've been a huge fan of massage since I was a kid, but now I get them every week. Dude, what's not getting play? Video of the woman from the CIA asking a captain to turn his ship around. Yeah, what is that? What's the story with that? You where what ship in Hormuz? In the Gulf? This is your first dance party? All right. All right, you ready? Fuck it. Dude, pedicures are awesome too, yeah. No, there was a Korean nail salon near my house in Hollywood. So I used to get manicures and pedicures like every couple months. They just feel so good, getting your nail bed massaged and shit. I love that kind of stuff, man. I love like anything that like gets the energy flowing in my body, like acupuncture, manicures, pedicures, facials, fucking massages. I love all that shit. Yeah. Put links of shit in Discord. We'll check it out all. But right now, dude, we're gonna get a little deja vu, baby. Let's go! Oh, we're trying to bring it. Need anything like I need you? It's always been a pleasure. Appreciate you guys being here. I'm really glad I don't have to go through this Trump bullshit alone. All right? Keep your energy up if you can. Take care of your head. Big love. And stay radiant, people, okay? I will see you guys tomorrow. Stay radiant. Good night.
I just wanna change the world. I just want the perfect girl. I don't wanna hang around, I'd rather be found. It gets better, I wonder, my pleasure together. Everyone's waiting, anticipating. Change the world, but I'm not gonna wait my turn. I don't ever want to come down, I'd rather be found. It gets better, I wonder, my pleasure together. Everyone's waiting, anticipating. Yeah.